What's up, everybody? Back again. Yo, so I was working on this Leafs simmed GM mode beginning of last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago, and then I switched over and started playing my Caps franchise, in which I was actually playing the games. So I'm kind of running two GM modes. I got the Leafs sim mode, and I've got the Caps mode that I'm playing the games. And that's not to say I'm not going to do, more modes in the future or whatnot. But right now, those are the two that I'm working on. And I got a comment, which is kind of surprising. There was actually a comment on this series that I had uploaded to YouTube, and somebody had made a comment that they wanted me to go back and keep this going. So, I give the people what they want, and I'm gonna get this. I think this is our third season. Yeah, this is our third season, and I'm going to. I don't want to leave. I went ahead and made a move off screen here before I started this broadcast, and I went ahead and traded a couple of picks, and went ahead and got Mike Richards. The Kings are a little down on him. I think he's making like $900,000 this year. He's got 1 year left on his contract. I wanted somebody to plug in that third spot because they were playing Peter Holland in that third line spot. I'm still not quite ready for him. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him down one more year. I mean, I know he started off like a 78 or 79. Now he's up to an 81. So I don't want to waste this kid, but at the same time, I'm hesitant to play him on the third line right now. We'll see. Richards is only locked up for 1 year, and then he's a free agent. And if he loses some overall, if his stats start to fall, or if he wants too much money, I will play Holland next year, without a doubt. But right now, where'd he go? Right now, I'm not too big on playing him. I don't know where he even went. I feel like he just disappeared here. He was up here. I set him down, and I don't know. It didn't say anything about anybody claiming him on waivers or anything. I hope that's not the case. Huh. I'm not too sure what happened to him, but maybe he got picked up. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I mean, he was here a minute ago, and I sent him down, and I don't think that I'm at the first of all, I don't think he's waiver eligible, but second of all, I didn't think I was at the point in the season where waivers took effect. I thought I was still in the preseason. So yeah, I don't know what happened to Peter Holland, but he's not in the system anymore. He kind of just disappeared. I gotta bring somebody else up anyway. Let's go with let's go with Justin Falk. Let's bring him up. And then we'll get this season started here. And what my hope is that I'm just gonna be able to bang out this whole season in one video. But what we're gonna do is, just like in the previous episodes, we're gonna sim a couple weeks at a time, because then they're gonna be coming and asking about scouting and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened with Holland. I feel like somebody claimed him, but it didn't even say anything. Like, I went to send him down, and I'll have to review it. I bet you that's what happened, which that's kind of a bummer if somebody picked him up. But I thought he wasn't waiver eligible, and the other thing is I didn't realize I was on 8th. I should have checked that. I thought for some reason I was, I hadn't simmed past that point, which waivers took effect. 7-1 win against Minnesota. That's what I'm talking about. 1-1-1. Well, that's not the worst start we've had with this team. I'm just hoping this year. Yeah, this is the 3rd year, because the first year we missed the playoffs. I made all those changes. I dumped all those contracts and made a bunch of roster moves, and then we finished like 6 points out of the playoffs. And then the second year, stayed the course, didn't do anything rash, went ahead and drafted well. At least I thought pretty well, signed some free agents. And I think we finished like 2 points out of the playoffs. So it's a good year for rookies. That's great because we don't have a 2nd round draft pick this year, which kind of sucks. We got a 1st and a 3rd, but we traded the 2nd for somebody to sweeten the deal. So hopefully it's not too good of a year, or hopefully it's good enough that there's depth in the 3rd round. All right, let's keep going here. I must have sent my scouts on like a month or 6 weeks trip. So 4-3-1 in our first 8. Not great, but I'm just hoping to pile up wins now while the team is healthy. I would love to be able to get 7 games over 500. But I would love to get 10 games over 500 by the All-Star break, but I feel like that's probably going to be a little too greedy. All right, here we go. So, edit scouting assignment. If I remember correctly, I mean, looking at our team, we got a ton of young defensemen. So, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to be going forward heavy this year. Especially if I lost Holland, which I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm just going to start... I guess I'm just going to start going heavy forward and just scout the Canadian market there. I should probably think about getting a goalie at some point because I don't think we have any good goalies in the system. But defensemen, we've got a bunch of these young guys. Plus I'm going to be locking up Shattenkirk at the end of this season to a big extension, and Gardner's got like 3 more years. So I'm pretty happy with the D situation right now. And then we got Louvre and Percy, and I think we locked up Morgan Riley to a long-term contract last year. So the D's good. We can always get more depth D, but I like our starting 6. But the forward situation, if we lost Holland, which it looks like he went through waivers and somebody claimed him, and I didn't even, me being a dumbass, didn't pick up on it before I hit the button. If that's the case, we're going to need help up the middle. I think we have like 2 centers, Loktononov and somebody else who are in the minors right now, so it's not like I needed Holland, but the wing situation doesn't look too great. So I think I'm going to scout heavy forwards this year. I don't know, we'll see how much time, after doing a few months of scouting, just dedicated to forwards. Maybe I'll do a couple times of scouting goalies, because I think we got Bernier locked up for like 5 years. I would like to have an insurance policy just in case, or at least somebody in developing in the minors. Get somebody who's 19, probably not even going to be playing them for 3 or 4 years. So we've got the time to wait. But yeah, we're just going to roll heavy with the forwards right now, and here in about a month, what I'll do is go through and start to pin some of these guys. So you can pin 5, it looks like. And then those guys you can, search for on draft day. Maybe I'll try to find some guys who aren't projected to be that good, because we don't have a 2nd, but we do have a 3rd. I would love to be able to get a guy who's, projected in the 3rd, 4th round get a steal in the third. And the other thing is, I might see if maybe I can trade into the draft. Maybe get like a trade in and move up to get a second, either during the draft or maybe at the deadline. We'll see where we're at. I mean, so far, this is the best start we've had. Anyway, let's so I scouted the QMJ the last time. We're gonna hit up the OHL this time. Same thing, 1 month scouting forwards, and then the next time we'll move to the WHL, and I'll just keep rotating that way, because I think somebody made a comment during my last broadcast when I was bitching about the potential not being very accurate. They said that I need to scout them more often. So I'm just going to stick to those 3 zones and just rotate. And hopefully I can get, 3 rounds. I'd love to be able to get 3-month rounds in each one of those locations. Like I said, if there's a couple weeks left over or something, I might look at goalies or whatnot. But forwards are the priority right now. So far, this has been a pretty damn good start. 14, 10, and 2. And we just started the month of December. That's pretty good. I mean, relatively speaking, to how our starts normally are. And I'm probably going to say something here, and then we're going to lose like the next 5. But it's been a good start. Can't complain. Even though we're winning games this year so far, it's still a roller coaster ride. I mean, that has been the one thing about this team. No matter how many moves I've made or how many contracts I've dumped or how many prospects I've gotten, it just seems like this team pinballs around. It's not like we're going on a 4 or 5 game win streak or something like that. It seems like win 1 or 2 and then lose 1, and then win 1 or 2 and then lose 1. It's pretty hard to get something going here. Cody McCormick, they got his potential as a top 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with him. I'm really curious about this whole Peter Holland thing though, because I really did not think he was waiver eligible, and again, I mistakenly thought I was earlier in the calendar year. So I went ahead and forwards WHL 1 month. We'll just keep going with that, just the 1 month duration, and hit up all 3 of the Canadian markets. Let's go, Sim. Come on. And what I say, I 10 games above 500 before the All-Star break. Oh, that didn't help right there. I don't know if we got enough games left, but yeah, we do. If we can win, we're gonna have to come pretty close to winning out here. It's possible. I think we can only lose 1 of these games.